What's going on, everybody? Okay, I am making this video today because I have been messing with Unity since July. Um, Dabbling with a bunch of little assets, creating some things of my own. I'm a very big art person, so I've always been good with drawing and things like that. Art, I would say, is my better aspect of being some sort of developer. Um, I have tried multiple times, and when I tell you multiple, I mean like hours and hours and hours a day, like trying to figure out why I cannot get simple character controller or movements to work in Unity. And I'm thinking that there's either something wrong with the version I'm using or something else, because I have followed tutorials, read coding books, like to the T, like every single uppercase, lowercase, spacing, like on the mark, triple checked, made sure everything was correct, uppercase, lowercase, again, like, I've done the steps multiple times, and it's not just one or two tutorials that I've followed. I mean, I've done probably 10 to 15 different tutorials multiple times, like hours and hours. And for some reason, I cannot get anything to happen at all. So let's open a little project. I'm using 2021.3 F1 for the version. Let's see if we can replicate why I'm not having any luck, or if somebody could tell me. And I'm actually going to pull up one of the tutorials that I'm using and follow it step by step on the side of my project as it's going, just for reference so everybody could see. And I will pause, work on something, play, pause, work on something, play, just so you guys can see that I'm replicating it letter for letter, code for code, everything. And I cannot get any movement out of any of this. Of course, it's going to take forever. We'll edit this out, no big deal. If it'll ever open. All right, so we are going to put Unity on this side, and we will crunch it down to make it work. And we are going to open this on the side. Make Unity a little bit bigger. So, first step, we'll get a plane out here. Let's increase the size just slightly so that way it's boom. Next, we are going to add an object. Let's use a cylinder, because who cares? It's a cylinder. Now we're going to name this cylinder character, because that's what this guy has named his cylinder. Character, just as is, capitals, perfect. Let's see if we can make this slightly bigger. Okay, so we'll even go as far as creating a material, red material. Making the cylinder red. We'll even create a material for the plane here. And we'll just call it blue. Blue material. Let's make it a nice aqua-y color blue. So that's what it's somewhat similar. Materials, Shouldn't really matter. Boop. Blue. Okay. Cool stuff. Fun. What we're going to be messing with is the character.
And add the character controller component.
So we want to add the character controller component. Add component, character controller. Boom, it's there. We have the mesh renderer, capsule collider, character controller. We're going to shrink these down so that way they're not taking up as much space. We've not unchecked anything, undone anything. Okay, so we're matching here for here. Okay.
Then we create a script named character.
So now we're gonna create a script and name it character. Character script. Okay.
After that, we define the character controller in our code.
Open the character controller. We're going to move this over and mimic it. So, starting, we have both using Unity Systems, Unity Engine, Collection. Okay, this is already generated here. So the first thing he does is enters here and private lowercase character controller, both uppercase, space ch. He's making this all lowercase for character, uppercase C for controller. No, see, his is. We're gonna mimic this to the T because everyone's telling me that I'm dumb and my code doesn't work. We're gonna delete this right out of here because it's not in his. We're also gonna delete this out of here because it's not in his. So he is at void start in between this set and he is starting to type character. Character controller equals get component. So same amount of spacing, lowercase c, character controller space equals uppercase G component, which is uppercase, less than character controller that's uppercase greater than parentheses and boom. Okay, double checking, lowercase c, uppercase C, space equals space get component with two capitals, less than capital character, capital controller, greater than parentheses. Okay.
Then we create a vector tree inside the update method, and this vector takes input of our keyboard. Then we move our character.
Okay, so before anything happens, we're gonna go in between the void update, and we're going to vector 3 move with a lowercase m equals new space capital vector 3 parentheses input with a capital I period get access with a capital G capital A parentheses, quotations, capital H, or ZONTAL. That's there, correct? Okay, and now after this parentheses, we have a comma, a space, a zero, another comma, capital I, input dot get access with capital G, capital A, parentheses, vertical, and parentheses. Okay, we're going to expand that just so we can see everything. That is in the wrong spot. Let's put that there. Hit enter, enter. Okay, so double checking, because we're making sure everything is exactly as is. 1, 2 spacing. So hang on, let's make sure starts on 5, 6, 7 has private, 1 space, void start. So void start is actually there. Making sure every line is coming together. The end. Void start, void update is on 14, 15, vector 3 space, lowercase move equals lowercase new space, vector 3, parentheses, input dot get access with capitals, parentheses, quotation horizontal, HORIZONTAL, end quote, parentheses, comma, 0, comma, input dot get access, comma, quotation vertical, double in parentheses. Okay, so on line 18, we will be starting character, CHARACTER, controller with a lowercase c dot.
Character using the character controller.move command. We're also adding a speed variable and use it in the move command.
Okay, so let's follow that to the T. Move parentheses with a capital M, the first one. The second move is lowercase times capital T time dot delta capital time, and parentheses. He skips up to where this is, spaces, spaces, creates a public float speed equals 5f, public float capital S for speed equals 5f. Okay, and then he is coming back down here, ending this, but this is getting spacing time dot delta time space times speed in parentheses.
Let's try it now. You can set speed.
Okay, so just double checking everything to the T. Last line, character with a lowercase c, controller dot uppercase M for move, parentheses, lowercase move, times time dot delta time times speed, and parentheses. Okay, everything is lined up exactly. Okay. Now we're going to...
Let's try it now. You can set speed of your character as you wish. You can move your character with WASD keys. That's it.
Okay, so he finishes here.
Let's try it now. You can set speed of your character.
Now see, for some reason, when I created the public float, it doesn't copy. It doesn't create a speed option here. Will it create a speed option anywhere? Under the capsule collider? No. Under the character controller? No. Not under the mesh renderer. Not under the mesh filter. I don't know why that's not happening either. Okay. So this is the exact same. This isn't filling over for whatever reason.
Character as you wish. You can.
Now he's hitting play on his scene screen. No, he's on game screen. Hits play. Let's adjust the camera real quick. Main camera on the scene, so that way it doesn't look so in the face of the red cylinder. Okay, and then we're actually going to angle it down slightly just so you can see it move better if it does move, which it will not. Okay. Go back to the game, hitting play. I'm hitting W, nothing is happening. A, nothing is happening. S, D, nothing. Nothing happens. Now I've even double checked the project settings, input manager, to see that A and D and S and W are actually here for the buttons. Maybe use physical keys will change something. Let's pause it. Okay. Hit play again. Pushing W, S, D, A multiple times. Nothing happens. Can anybody help me and figure out why
and
this
move your character
is
with
not doing
WASD keys. That's it. If you like this video, please subscribe.
There has to be something in my settings or wrong with this version of the game that's not letting me work on this. I have no errors. It's the exact same script and nothing will work. I've been trying since July to get this to work. Something is wrong. I have no idea what to do. If anybody has any information, please help. I've opened a post on the Unity community page, and people are basically telling me I'm dumb. My code has to be wrong. I'm not following the steps correctly. I'm telling you, I've done this hundreds of times, multiple different scripts, different types of character controllers, slight variations, like to the letter, to the T, capital, lowercase, every function the same. What is going on?